Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Here in the US, it's Friday. If you are where my girl Jasmine is, you are over in Saturday in Australia. So I am sending you love, sending you happy Friday, happy weekend vibrations all the way across the world, across the globe. If you don't know me, I am Christine. I am a women's empowerment coach, and I help women get guided through going through the breakup process so they can start and heal and find their forever love. So I have been, over the last 2 weeks, I have been going into my story a little bit and sharing with you the pieces and the moments in time that have helped bring me to this point in my life where I am committed to helping people feel better, helping women embrace who they are completely, and begin to share the knowledge and wisdom that I have acquired over the years, through my own personal experiences and through my diving into all things. I call it woo factor, all things spiritual in nature. And I love law of attraction, but I also understand that there's science that's involved in the manifestation and energy and everything. So if you are new here, I am so excited to have you on board. I am, sharing bits and pieces of who I am because I think it's important for you to know me, for me to be able to get to know you too. So I am talking today, this whole week, I've been talking about my early childhood. So from like 3 to 7, 3 to 8 years old, that's when we become who we are significantly. Like everything that we learn, everything that helps us develop into who we are is learned in that really short time frame of from toddler age to 7, 8 years old. We begin developing our core values. We begin developing our core patterns and behaviors. And we're learning from our own personal experiences, plus our cultural experiences and what's accepted in our families and what's not accepted in our families. So it's so interesting to see, looking back on all this, as I've been going through the process of figuring out which parts of myself I'm happy to share with you and what parts I feel super vulnerable sharing. Like today is going to be a super vulnerable share, only because looking back, I've been discovering that this is where a lot of my previous relationship issues and everything has stemmed from, is from these key parts in my life. So it's interesting to see how it's all pulling together to bring me to where I am today, to not only bring myself along this journey, but to help other people do the same thing. So, if you want someone who's going to be your cheerleader and be your coach through this process, I'm your girl. We should talk. Anyway, so today's topic is going to be about my childhood friends. So I remember very early on having my best friend in the neighborhood, Alicia. And we were inseparable for the longest time. We would be over each other's house. We'd be doing sleepovers. And there came a point, and I think I was like 8 years old, when it might have been earlier, but Alicia was involved in dance. And that's not something that I participated in. And I remember very early on, she started venturing out and spending a lot of time with her dance friends. Now, as a lot of you know, I've been pretty vocal about it. I was adopted at a very early age, and being super young and understanding that my birth mother didn't want me, but I was wanted by this amazing family that I call my family. I didn't realize it at the time, but I had the beginnings of abandonment issues. I did not feel worthy enough to be loved by the very people who should have loved me the most, my birth parents, right? So when Alicia started spending time with her dance friends, I remember, this was going all the way back, the seeds of jealousy, the seeds of not enoughness, and not understanding that she's allowed to have her own friends. She's allowed to have her own life, but trying to reconcile it with not feeling worthy. And it's so interesting to be able to look back, that little core of jealousy helped create the stream of events that led me to not only, trying to seek love in other places, but to rebel against the people who love me the most. Oh my God, if you knew me when I was a teenager, I am so sorry for all the grief that I put my parents through, that you guys had to listen to, just because I was so lost at that point. I was so unsure. I knew that my parents, I knew Neil and Maria loved me beyond belief, but at the same time, struggling so much to feel worthiness when the people, my birth parents, didn't, they either loved me too much to let me be part of their lives. They knew that they couldn't, so there was a lot of forgiveness and a lot of stuff that went into it. But I remember the very beginning, Alicia and I had some amazing times, amazing memories. But that's where my jealousy started. That's where I started picking up on the not enoughness. And looking back, had none of that happened, I wouldn't be where I am today. And, so when we are able to look back on who we are, and if we're able to start seeing patterns and where it started and where it brought us to, that's where the magic starts to happen, and I had such an amazing childhood. I was so very well loved. I was taken care of, but this is where I started developing myself. That's where I started recognizing that I don't like being in big groups of people. I prefer to have a couple super close friends. I didn't realize I was very introverted. My family, my adoptive family, very extroverted. Parties every weekend, everyone coming over for dinner, everyone coming over for coffee, random times. And they thrive, even still today, they thrive on that constant flow of interaction. Whereas I'm very happy to be lost in my own world. I'm happy to be reading a book. I'm happy. And it's so cool to know that all started back in my early childhood. Some really amazing, wonderful memories of my friend Alicia, my neighborhood friends. Tim and I got married at one point. We were 7, I think, with the Aryans. Megan and Michael Cattell, the Dillon girls. Oh my God. So there were 3 Dillon girls. There were sets of 3s all over the place when we were growing up. So I have so many childhood memories and so many childhood friends that if you're watching this and you're from Kings Park and you know who I'm talking about, drop and say hello, because I would love to know if you're watching. But so many amazing memories, but it's so cool to be able to look back and see how those significant moments create who I am today. So that's a little bit about me. Vulnerability alert. Sorry, guys. I kind of went down a little bit of a rabbit hole there, but I would love to know if that has helped trigger anything for you. Have you experienced anything in your childhood that helped dictate who you are today? I would love to know. Drop it in the comments. If you're watching live, hit #live so I know you're watching. If you're watching the replay, hit #replay. Let me know that you've got eyeballs on this. All right, guys, I am going to head on out. I hope everyone has a great and amazing, wonderful weekend. And I am here for you if you need me, but drop a comment, say hi, tell me you love me. I want to hear it. All right, guys, I love you, and go and live today with passion. Love you lots. Bye.